पात्रं ज्ञानवैराग्यभूषणं श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथार्यं वन्दे वेदान्तदेशिकम् ॐ अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः अस्मत्परगुरुभ्यो नमः अस्मत्सर्वगुरुभ्यो नमः श्रीरङ्गनाथशरगोपेन्द्र दर्शनलक्ष्मी नृसिंहचरितकरुणैकपात्रं श्रीरङ्गवीररघुराट् षड्गोपहृज्यं वेदान्तदेशिकेतीन्द्रमहं प्रपद्ये श्रीमते श्रीवंशगोपश्रीवेदान्तदेशिकेतीन्द्र देशिकाय नमः भगवदज्ञा श्रीमन्नारायणसिद्धं श्रीपादुकासहस्रपठनं करिष्ये अथ प्रतिपस्थानपद्धतिः पञ्चमी
चंडाचार्य प्लीज वेदांत देशित पदाब्ज भृंगम नारायण कृपाभिषक्तम श्रीरंगनाथ शेखरबोधम श्रीकृष्ण देशम प्रपत्ये श्रीमते श्रीकृष्ण देश महादेशिकाय नमः अस्मत् गुरुभ्यो नमः अस्मत् परम गुरुभ्यो नमः अस्मत् सर्व गुरुभ्यो नमः नरसिंह
नरेण प्रशस्ति नाम पादाभ्यां पादुके पर्युपास्महे आन्दुशंशं ययोरंसीत् आश्रितेषु अनवग्रहम् Mahatma Deshika is now moving to the next stage of glorifying Paduka Devi. Prashaste Ramapaduke, Ramapadabhyam. Prashaste Ramapadabhyam, Paduke Paryupasmahe. First thing, we should be fortunate enough even to think of Padukas, even to glorify Padukas, even to listen about Padukas. Everything we should be fortunate enough. Because the greatness and the supremacy of Padukas is beyond anybody's imagination. When Mahatmas have said that it is only by surrendering to the Padukas that Shankara got rid of the kapalam that is there in his hands. It is only by accepting the water that washed the feet of Sriman Narayana that Shankara got the Shivatvam. We can understand the greatness of Padukas who are there constantly at the service of the divine feet of the Lord. So may we be fortunate enough to worship those divine Padukas of Bhagavan Sri Rama. Sri Rama exactly the same as Sri Ranganatha. When Rama worshipped Ranganatha, it actually says he is worshipping himself. Where do you come across this kind of a thing that you are worshipping yourself? Does it ring any bell to any one of you? Does it ring any bell to any one of you that he is worshipping himself?
Yes, Swamiji.
Go ahead.
When Narada came to the sea, Krishna.
Exactly, sir, exactly. When Narada wanted to know, in the world, people are struggling because a relationship between a man and a woman, and more so if they're wife and husband, and more so if they have to live together for such a long time, is very difficult. Adjustment problems. Who will sacrifice their swatantram? Who will follow their paratantram? It's the biggest point. So Narada Maharshi thought, how Bhagavan Krishna is managing with 16,108 wives in Dwaraka. He came, he saw Krishna doing various activities all at the same time, becoming 16,108 Krishnas. In one palace with one Maharani, with one of his spouses. When Krishna was there doing intense meditation, Narada Maharshi asked Krishna, you are the Supreme Lord, on whom are you meditating? Krishna says, I am meditating on myself. Why do you have to, Krishna, meditate on yourself? Krishna says, if I don't do, I would have set the wrong example for the people. Mama vartmanu vartante manushyaha partha sarvashaha. Pritika, you remember this verse? Mama vartmanu vartante manushyaha.
Yes, Swamiji.
Yeah, do quickly Sharanagati Amma, because I want to start. There are a few little girls like you who did Sharanagati. We will have a separate class. We will start exclusively because very soon you should start giving lectures like this. So, people will imitate Krishna and say, you know people are imitating. People are imitating Krishna only for those things which they want to. That's all. Not everything Krishna did. So, may we be fortunate to surrender to the divine padukas of Bhagavan Sri Rama. Because the padukas are more merciful than Bhagavan Sri Rama himself. The padukas are more merciful towards all surrendered souls. And who are not under any compulsions. What do you mean? Bhagavan Sri Ramachandra was under the compulsion that to be in the forest for 14 years, away from all living areas. That's why Rama did not enter Kishkindha, Rama did not enter Lanka. He only fought in the battlefield, even in Lanka. He did not go inside the city of Lanka for the coronation of Vibhishana. Andrushamshyam yayohu asi Ashriteshu anavagraham. Ashriteshu. That is why it is called Samashrayanam. You seek shelter. It's a very hot day. You look for the shade of a tree and you take shelter. There is a downpour. You look for some shade and you took shelter. You take shelter there. Non-stop problems are there hitting us. Even if somebody thinks they are happy, we still have the four inevitable problems. The minute we take birth, Garbha Narakam we have gone through. The minute we are born, death is certain for us. In between birth and death, we have old age and diseases. Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi. So when we have repeated problems hitting at us, you have to go and take shelter at somewhere. Make sure the place where you are taking shelter is good enough to protect you. Well, you take shelter in the portico of an extremely old building or something. It will collapse and you will also get hurt. Whereas you take shelter in a very strong building that will not even shake. You are completely safe. Paduka Devi is not under any compulsion like Lord Rama. Lord Rama was forced to be in exile for 14 years. To be in exile and not even to enter living areas, living villages, populated areas. Paduka Devi is not like that. And moreover, Paduka Devi is more merciful towards all surrendered souls. And during Paduka Devi's rule of 14 years of Ayodhya, no untoward incident ever happened because Dharma was there, perfectly maintained, better than Rama's time. Indirectly, even though he is Bhagavan, even though he is superior to everyone, Bhagavan enjoys that his own Padukas are excelling him in the greatest quality of Bhagavan, called, as Mahatma Deshika says, Daya. Even though Bhagavan is addressed as Apara Karunambudhe, Mahatma Deshika feels that title should be rightly given to Paduka Devi. That title should rightly go to Paduka Devi. Because Paduka Devi is more merciful than Bhagavan. The entire Ayodhya is crying and crying and crying for Rama. But Rama has to go to the forest to console the people of Ayodhya. Paduka Devi, going through her own pain of being separated from the divine feet of Lord Rama, came all the way to Ayodhya to take care of the people of Ayodhya. Mercy of Paduka Devi is way beyond our imagination. That is the reason why people will be just standing in a line to have the Padukas on their head. Brushatura Sahoda Pranaya Khandana Svairina Padena Kimanina Me Vanamiha Vanadicchata Itima Parihaya Tan Nivavrute Swayam Yatpura Padatram Idamadriye Dhruta Jagatrayam Rangina. Yat Pura Padatra Nidam Adriye. May we all worship the divine Padukas of Bhagavan Sri Ranganatha, who is considered as the Supreme Lord. And this Supreme Lord Siman Narayana is so powerful that he measured all the three worlds during the Vamana Avatara. These are the great Padukas that could boldly leave the lotus feet of Lord Sri Rama and come to Ayodhya. Because Bhagavan Sri Rama did not show any compassion to his pitiable brother Bharata. Because Bhagavan Sri Rama is more interested in living in the forest. Why? To please his father Dasharatha, rather than taking care of Ayodhya and the people of Ayodhya. So in that sense, as you heard, Paduka Devi is way ahead of Bhagavan Sri Rama as far as compassion towards the unfortunate souls. Just to please Dasharatha, Sri Ramachandra was prepared even to ignore the appeals of thousands of people And not only that, a great Bhagavata Bharata begged Rama to return to Ayodhya, but Rama did not show any compassion. Because Bhagavan Sri Ramachandra is a Satya Sandha. Once given a word, he will not go back on the word. Imagine, for some reason, you are forced to live in the forest, but for some reason, not even a month, you are begged to come back and occupy the throne. Ordinary people would have jumped at that invitation. But Sri Ramachandra, Ramo Dirnabhibhashate Amrutam Nokta Purvam Me Nacha Vakshi Kadachana. Bhagavan Sri Ramachandra cannot afford to tell a lie. Bhagavan Sri Ramachandra cannot say a second sentence contradicting what he said earlier. So all these things resulted in the greatest of the greatest, in a way, benefit for the mankind, that Paduka Devi got the golden opportunity. Paduka Devi got the golden opportunity to console the people of Ayodhya. Not only the people of Ayodhya, anyone for that matter who wants to surrender to Sriman Narayana. Because these Padukas measured all the worlds during Vamanavatar. The minute Vamana became Trivikrama, when we say three worlds, upper worlds are all clustered into one, Urdhalokas. Lower worlds are all clustered into one, Adholokas. In between, Bhuloka. That is why they say the mercy of Padukas. When little Krishna kicked the Shakatasura, the feet of little Krishna were protected by the Padukas. When Bhagavan Sri Ramachandra has to be in the forest for 14 years, and the only Padukas he got, he gave them to Bharata to rule Ayodhya. When Bhagavan Sri Ramachandra has to walk the forest barefoot, can you think of one example, Amma? People make tall promises, but very difficult to keep them up. Can you relate this incident to Ramayana? People make tall promises, but very difficult to keep them up. Can you relate it to Ramayana? Emma, anyone of you could remember? Well, Bhagavan Sri Ramachandra has to go to the forest and requested Sita Devi to stay back. What did Sita Devi say? Rama, how can you go to the forest without me? Agarto Gamishyami, Vrudnanti Kushakantakan. Rama, I am your Dharma Patni. I should be the one going ahead of you, because there are sharp stones and thorns in the forest in your path. I will walk ahead of you. I will take all the pain of being troubled by the sharp stones, or I will go through the pain of the thorns getting into my feet, and I will just crush them and make the path smooth for you. Ah, wonderful way she said. But you know, actually in the forest, Mahatma Valmiki says it looks as though Pranavam is on the move. Pranavam, Akara, Ukara, Makara, Iti, Akara Vachyam, Vishnu Shabdam, Rama is going ahead. Ukara Vachyam, Lakshmi Shabdam, Mahalakshmi, Sita Devi is in the middle. Makara Vachyam, Jivatma, Lakshmana, Jivatma. He is a liberated soul, ever liberated soul, Nityashuri, Adisesha, but still a Jivatma. He is at the back. So Akaram, Ramachandra in the lead, Ukaram, Mahalakshmi in the center, Makaram, Jivatma at the rear end. So it is like Akara, Ukara, Makara, Pranavam is on the move. So who is going ahead? Sita Devi said she will go ahead and then crush all the stones and thorns. But Rama did it for her. Lakshmana Swami said, Rama, as you are enjoying with Sita Devi the beautiful forest life, I will be guarding Rama, Jagrato Swapnavastaha. During your time of awake or during the time of your sleep, I will take care of you people, Rama. Great. Swapnataha. One afternoon, Rama was tried and was taking rest with his head in the lap of Sita Devi. So Rama was relaxing, Swapnavastha. Kankasura came and started poking at the chest of Sita Devi. Lakshmana Swami did not take care of it because Lakshmana Swami is not even aware of it. Whatever it be, during the time of Rama's sleep, protection, Lakshmana did not provide. Awake, Rama was awake, was going and chasing that golden deer and requested Lakshmana to take care of the Parnashala and Sita Devi. Whatever be the words of Sita Devi, they are humiliating, they are hurting. But still, Lakshmana left the scene, did not take care of protecting Sita Devi. So, people say make tall promises but cannot keep up. Paduka Devi did not promise anything but took care of everything. Took care of Rama. As Padukas have to be in Ayodhya for 14 years. Sri Ramachandra felt for one last time, let him put on the Padukas and quickly he gave them back to Bharata. Mahatmas or Acharyas have interpreted, Paduka Devi was literally begging Rama, just put on once Rama, so that way all the energy of the Padukas was transferred to the feet of Lord Rama, that they will not be hurt as Rama is walking barefoot in the forest. Paduka Devi's greatness is way beyond our imagination. Therefore, do Sharanagati, do Sharanagati. When you do that Sharanagati, when you say you surrender at the feet of Lord Sriman Narayana, literally we are surrendering to the Paduka Devi. Mahatma Deshika says these Padukas could boldly leave the lotus feet of Lord Rama. Look at some people. When their beloved ones are there going far away, people cry and cry and cry. For Paduka Devi, there is no life without the feet of Lord Rama. Right from day one until that moment Rama gave the Padukas to Bharata. Paduka Devi is there like a Sahadharmacharini to the divine feet of Lord Rama. But when Rama said go, Paduka Devi, real Paratantram, could boldly accept the commands of Rama and went to Ayodhya. Rama said, Sita, stay back in Ayodhya. No way, she said, and accompanied Rama. Lakshmana, you better stay back in Ayodhya, take care of her parents. Lakshmana said, no way, and came to the forest with Rama. Bhagavan Sri Ramachandra told Padukas, go to Ayodhya and take care of everything in my absence. Paduka Devi, Bharatantram, yes sir. Now, what do you understand from this? Greatness comes only with Paratantriyam. Is that clear to all of you, ma'am?
Yes, Swamiji.
Yes, Swamiji.
Sanjita, explain in your own words. Greatness comes to anyone only with Paratantram. Explain it in your own words, Sanjita.
When everything, anything, um, all the things is for Krishna, then it's Paratantram for me.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Yeah. So, whatever is happening is the wish of Krishna. Whatever I'm doing is the wish of Krishna. For whoever I'm doing, it is for Krishna. So wherever, for me, every second is Krishna. So that is Paratantram. It's his wish, and I have to just follow it.
Can I just argue with you?
Yeah, yes, Swamiji.
If that is the case, if everything is the wish of Krishna, can Duryodhana say, Krishna, Draupadi Vastrapharanam is also your wish. Why are you fighting with me? Why are you trying to kill me, Krishna?
No, Swamiji.
Why not? You
No.
said everything is Krishna's wish.
No, Swamiji, the situation is given by Krishna, but how to deal with the situation, that is on our basis. The situation which we are put in, like if suppose tomorrow I'm driving a car with my daughter, and there's another car coming in and the other person is cursing, it depends upon us whether we curse them back or we just ignore them. So situation is given by Krishna, but how we deal with the situation, it depends upon our dharma.
Okay, go back. Can you rephrase your explanation in terms of Paratantram and Swatantram?
So I can say that
Go ahead.
everything and all the stuff, everything is for Krishna. Um, but the situation is provided, like the I don't know, Swamiji.
Okay.
Sorry, Swamiji.
See, when positive things are happening, when anything according to Dharma is happening, that is the wish of the Lord. A Jivatma should not take credit for that. But when negative things are happening, a Jivatma cannot throw the blame on Paramatma. Because Bhagavan will never ask any Jivatma to indulge in adharmam. If it is there within the purview of dharmam, Bhagavan is ordaining it. And if we are following it, we are showing our Paratantra. And if unethical things are happening, we cannot throw the blame on Krishna, because Krishna will never ask us to do anything unethical or adharmam. So when unethical things are happening, it is the Jivatma who is responsible, because the Jivatma is showing it's a Swatantram, not Paratantram. When a soul is obeying the instructions of Paramatma, it is Paratantram. A simple example, Hanuman brought the entire Sanjeevani Parvatam. When everybody appreciated, Hanuman did not take any credit for himself and said, this all happened with the mercy of Lord Rama, Paratantram. Swatantram, Sita Devi was asked to stay back in Ayodhya, but she accompanied Rama, Swatantram. Even though Sita Devi's intentions were good, that she cannot live as a pativrata without her husband, that is good. But what is the higher level of dharma? Higher level of dharma is Paratantram. Whatever Rama said, Paratantram, yes sir, other than yes sir, if there is a word, that is Swatantram. Again, remember this one great thing. When Bhagavan Sri Ramachandra announced to everyone after his Pattabhishekam, after ruling Mahabharat for 11,000 years, when Lord Sri Rama announced, I am going to Vaikuntham, anybody who wants to come with me, come. Everyone accompanied. But Mahatmas were baffled to understand why Hanuman did not go with Rama and preferred to stay back. That Mahatmas, great Acharyas, interpreted as Swatantram on the part of Hanuman. Whereas the Gopikas, whatever Krishna said, what did Krishna tell the Gopikas and how did they show Paratantram, Amma? Any one of you? Come on, quick. What did Krishna tell the Gopikas? And what is it that Gopikas obeyed Krishna's instruction that made them the greatest Bhagavatottamas who followed absolute Paratantram with zero Swatantram? What is that? Quick. Emma, anyone of you talk, Emma? No, none of you?
I'll come back again, Swami said. Swami.
What is it, sir? I will come back and they stayed. Okay. Well, that they don't know that Krishna is not going to come back. We cannot say that it's Paratantram. Krishna asked them to stay back, they stayed back, that's a different matter. But what is it that shows the Paratantram of the Gopikas? Imma, anyone of you? No idea? Divakar, no idea? Okay, go back to Gopala Vimshati. Vaso Hrutva Dinakara Sutta Sannidhau Vallaveenam Leela Smero Jayati Lalitam Astita Kundashakam Savrida Vistadan Vasani Tabhirabhyajamani Kami Kaschit Karakamalayoho Anjalim Yachamanaha. Imagine ladies, some of them unmarried, in the prime of their youth, how much they respect their privacy, how much they value their privacy, and come to the situation, without any clothes, they were there taking bath early morning in Yamuna. Bhagavan Krishna says, comes there, Vaso Hutva, has stolen all the clothes of the Gopikas. Dinakara Sutta Sannidhau, on the banks of river Yamuna. Asthitam Kundashakha, climbs a Kunda Vruksham and sits there with all the saris. Vaso Hutva Dinakara Sutta Sannidhau Vallaveenam Leela Smero Jayati Lalitam Asthita Kundashakha Savrida Vistadan Vasane Tabhihi Abhyachamane Kami Kaschit Karakamalayoho Anjalim Yachamanaha. Poor Gopikas, the month of Margashira, very cold. If you go to Vrindavan in the month of December or January, it is really cold. Sometimes the temperatures are freezing. In that early morning, they came to take bath in river Yamuna in the cold water, and Krishna is taking away all their clothes and sitting on a tree. And the ladies, some of them unmarried girls, feeling very, very shy. How to come out? And this Lord Krishna says, come out of the water. Come out of the water, not covering yourselves with your hands, but Anjalim Yachamanaha, raise both of your hands. The poor Gopikas, out of their modesty, out of their shyness, unable to come in front of Krishna in a naked way, they felt that at least let them cover themselves with their hands. with their two hands, they were covering themselves, and as they come out. Now what Krishna says, no, 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 no. Anjalim yacha manaha. Raise your hands and keep them on your head. Do Anjali and beg for your clothes. Ah, Paratantriyam. All the Gopikas obeyed Krishna unhesitatingly. Their modesty, their privacy, everything is at stake. And Parama Bhagavatottamas they became because absolutely, can we imagine unmarried young girls in the prime of their youth coming out in front of another person, especially a man, stark naked, and that too, not even getting a chance to cover themselves even with their hands. And Krishna's instruction, raise your hands and keep them on your head and do namaskaram and then beg for your clothes. Not even one question asked. Not even one eyebrow raised. They did it. Understand what is Paratantriyam? Understand how Gopikas became Parama Bhagavatottamas? Not even Parama Bhagavatottamas. Parama Aikantika Bhagavatottamas. Understand why Goda Devi says Brundavanate Kandome, Brundavanate Kandome. Understand why Periyalvar sings about Govardhanagiri. That is Paratantriyam.
But Acharya, didn't the Gopikas resist in the beginning?
That is a different matter, sir. That is a different matter. That time, Krishna did not give that instruction. It is not resisted. They were pleading. They were pleading with Krishna. Krishna, give our clothes. Krishna, we will complain about you. Krishna was taunting them. But the real Paratantram comes when Krishna says, you want your clothes, come out of the water and beg. When they came trying to cover their bodies with their hands, Krishna said, no, Kami kastyat karakamayoho anjalim yachamanaha. Raise your hands and keep them on your head, do Anjali Mudra and beg for your clothes. Could you see, sir? So, Paratantriyam comes when Swatantriyam is completely renounced. Paratantriyam. Even an iota of a Swatantriyam left with us is not Paratantriyam. Paratantriyam means zero Swatantriyam. And if you do that, Bhagavan Sri Krishna is yours. Absolutely. Krishna is actually waiting. Where are the Bhagavatas like this? Where are the Bhagavatas who want to follow complete Paratantriyam? You are the Bhagavata. You are the most fortunate one. Paramahamsa Mukha Chandra Chakore. You remember the other day somebody was singing. I don't know who. Was it Uma? Was it you who sang the other day, ma?
Yes, Swamiji. Narayan.
Got one more opportunity, ma, Uma. Go ahead, sing one line, Amma, that one.
Paramahamsa Mukha Chandra Chakore. Paramahamsa Mukha Chandra Chakore. Paripuri.
Go ahead, ma. Paramahamsa Mukha.
Paramahamsa Mukha Chandra Chakore. Paramahamsa Mukha Chandra Chakore. Paramahamsa Mukha Chandra Chakore.
Paripurita.
Paripurita Muraliravatare Manasa Sancharare ब्रह्मणि मानस संचररे.
So it is not that we are waiting to see Bhagavan. Bhagavan is waiting, is craving to see where are my Paramahamsas, where are the people with absolute Paratanthram. And he is waiting like a chakora bird. A chakora bird, its only food is the moon rays, moonlight. It is just waiting and waiting and waiting for the full moon day, so that the entire night it will just open its mouth and keep on enjoying, gulping the moonlight which is its food. As a chakori bird is craving to see the full moon day, full moon night, Bhagavan is craving. If that were to be the case, in this case, is it the Gopikas who are craving for Krishna, or is it Krishna craving for Gopikas? Krishna is testing to what extent a devotee will go to follow Paratantra. And when it comes to women, their modesty, their integrity is of paramount importance for them. They can sacrifice anything, but they will never sacrifice their modesty, their privacy. And for the sake of Krishna, Gopikas sacrificed even their modesty and their privacy. Paramaikantika Bhagavatottamas. That is why Krishna craved for the Gopikas. Gopikas craving is great, but greater than Gopikas craving for Krishna is Krishna's craving for the Gopikas. Paramahamsa Mukha Chandra Chakore. That is the only reason why Bhagavan, Sri Krishna, the minute he appeared on the planet Earth, just straight away went to Nandagokulam. Paramahamsa Mukha Chandra Chakore. Because the Paramahamsas are there. Krishna wanted to be there. He was craving to see their faces. Therefore, the minute Paratanthram is, as in the case of Padukas, yes, Krishna left again to Mathura. Gopikas cannot live. Exactly like Paduka Devi. Ramachandra said Padukas are going to be there in Ayodhya for 14 years in my absence. Padukas cannot live without Rama's speech, but just followed Rama's instruction. Gopikas cannot live without Krishna. Krishna said, I have to go to Mathura. Gopikas did not say one word. Paratantra. Dashavadana vinasham vanchatoh yasya chakre Dasharatha managoptim dandakaranya yatra sacha bharata vimarde satya sandhasvayasit Raghupati padarakshe rajadhani prayatnyam. Bhagavan Sri Ramachandra, true to his promise, namely Paritranaya Sadhunam, Vinashaya cha Dushkutam. So for Vinashaya cha Dushkutam, has to be there in the forest. Because as Sriman Narayana, he already wrote the story, screenplay, direction, everything. Now what all is happening on the Bhuloka is only action, that's all. Everything is already there, pre-programmed. Everything is programmed. Now, the divine Padukas of Bhagavan Sri Rama. It is Sri Rama's decision to go to the Dandaka forest for 14 years. And of course to kill all the demons, including Ravana. Therefore, Rama's promise to go to the forest made Dasharatha keep up his word to Kaikeyi. And made Dasharatha a Satyasantha, one who stood by his word. Because Dasharatha gave 2 boons to Kaikeyi that she can demand any time. Her first boon, send Rama to the forest for 40 years. Second boon, make my son Bharata the king exactly with all the materials that you brought for the coronation of Rama. Dasharatha has to keep up his word. If Dasharatha has to keep up his word, Rama has to go to the forest. So when Rama's decision to go to the forest is to make Dasharatha keep up his promise, make Dasharatha Satyasantha. And of course, Sri Rama also became Satyasantha by the Padukas returning to Ayodhya as requested by Bharata. Bharata is also a surrendered soul. So Sri Rama should also keep up his promise that he will protect all surrendered souls. Ananyas chintayanto mam yajana paryupasate tesham nityabhyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyaham. Isn't Bharata a Mahatma? Refused the kingdom that came free for him, begged Rama to return. Therefore, Rama has an obligation to Bharata also. Rama has an obligation to his father Dasharatha. Rama had an obligation to a Prapanna, Bharata. How to accomplish? Rama's promise to his father is paramount. He stayed back. His protection to Bharata is also important. Sent the Padukas in his absence. Therefore, if Rama made Dasharatha keep up his word, the similarity is Padukas made Rama keep up his word. So, namely, Bhagavan is committed to Sadhu Rakshana, Paritranaya Sadhunam. Paritranaya Sadhunam, a Sadhu Bharata who is a totally surrendered soul to Rama. Rama gave the Padukas and Padukas accepting Rama's word and going to Ayodhya made Rama a Satyasantha. If Rama made Dasharatha a Satyasantha by going to the forest, Paduka Devi made Rama Satyasantha by going to Ayodhya. So now, who is greater? Is the logic clear to you, sir? Emma, is the logic clear to you?
Yes, Swamiji.
By Rama going to the forest, he made only a Jivatma Dasharatha stick to truth, stick to his promise. But by Paduka Devi going back to Ayodhya, made Bhagavan Rama to stick to his promise, Satyasantha. Paduka Devi is much greater than Rama. That is how Mahatma Deshika brings about the glory of Padukas. Now, Abhyupeta Vinivritti Sahasa Devi Rangapati Ratna Paduke Atyasheta Bhavati Mahiyasa Paratantriya Vibhavena Maithili. Could you see him I'm not using the word Paratantram just like that. This is the essence of Paduka Sahasram, Paratantram and Paratantram. So, Paratantriya Vibhavena Maithilim. Paratantra Vibhavena Maithilim. Even though we all follow Mahatma Deshika, his advocacy of Sharanagati, Paratantram. Now, Mahatma Deshika is glorifying Paduka Devi more than Sita Devi. He jump-studded Padukas of Bhagavan Sri Ranganatha. By your returning to Ayodhya and displaying your absolute subservience, Paratantriam, Paratantriam. You heard repeatedly Paratantram means yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. Okay. Paratantram means I always said yes sir. Can you use the word no and define Paratantram? Can you use the word no and still define Paratantram? Are you understanding the question, Amma? At least will one of you unmute your phones and speak?
Yes, Swamiji.
I said Paratantram means always yes sir, correct?
Yes.
Now I am asking you to say, define Paratantram instead of using the word yes, using the word no. Is the question too difficult, Ma, that nobody is speaking anything? The point is Paratantram means yes sir. But use the word no and still define Paratantram. Very easy, Ma. Never say no. Paratantram is yes sir. Always say yes. Yes sir. Even to use the word no, yes, we can use and still define Paratantram. Never, never say no. Rama said that, never say no, Paratantram. Rama said it, always say yes, Paratantram. So both ways you can define Paratantram. That is the beauty of Mahatma Deshika. Hey Paduka Devi, you are returning to Ayodhya and you are displaying absolute obedience, subservience, Paratantram to Bhagavan Sri Rama. You excelled even Sita Devi. Could you see? Deshika, who adores Mahalakshmi as the one who can bless us with Sharanagati. Still he says, Paduka Devi, you excelled Sita Devi because Sita Devi exercised her own free will, swatantram, independence, and did not obey Sri Rama, who asked her to stay back in Ayodhya and serve his parents Kausalya and Dasharatha. Therefore, Mahatma Deshika glorifies Paduka Devi. Paratantra Vibhavena Maithilim Mahiyasa. Paduka Devi, Mahalakshmi is great. Bhagavan himself. When we say Sriman Narayana, we don't mean just Narayana. That Narayana along with Mahalakshmi. That Mahalakshmi who is equally Bhagavan, that Mahalakshmi with her husband will only take the recommendatory role, Purushakara Bhuti, and then convinces Narayana to accept our Sharanagati. But independently, when she is all by herself, she herself can even accept Sharanagati and give moksham, as in the case of Trigita and others. But even then, Paduka Devi excelled Sita Devi when it comes to Paratantriam. Always saying yes and never saying no. That is the beauty of Paratantriam. It is not that Mahatma Deshika wanted to find fault with Sita Devi, but he has no other choice. Mahatma Deshika's intention is to glorify Paduka Devi. Therefore, he presented facts as facts that Paduka Devi excelled even Sita Devi when it comes to Paratantriam. To give us a wonderful lesson, Paduka Devi did what Sita Devi could not do. Paduka Devi is the one who excelled Sita Devi in when it comes to Paratantriam. Now Mahatma Deshika, in another verse, is glorifying Paduka Devi in a different way. Avyahatam Raghupatehe Vahataha Pratignyam Amsadhirohana Rase Vihate Dharanyah Pradhan Nivrucha Bhavati Manipada Rakshe Sparsham Padena Vigata Vyavadhana Khedam. He Manipadukas, gems studded Padukas of Bhagavan Devadideva, Lord Sri Ramachandra, Bhudevi, Bhudevi was very, very disappointed because Rama did not accept the Pattabhishekam. Because whomsoever becomes the king, he is also called Bhupati, Dharaninath. The king almost becomes a de facto husband of Bhudevi. When Rama did not accept the Pattabhishekam, Bhudevi felt sad. Oh, I missed an opportunity that my Lord Sri Rama becoming my Lord by accepting coronation. The reason is, if Rama accepted the Pattabhishekam, a king is supposed to carry the burden of Mother Earth on his shoulders. Bhubharam, the burden of protecting Mother Earth, lies on the shoulders of the king. Had Rama accepted the Pattabhishekam, Bhudevi thought she can enjoy a free ride on the shoulders of Lord Rama. On the shoulders of Lord Rama, because the king is supposed to bear the burden. If Rama became the king, Bhudevi would have been gladly sitting on the shoulders. But by Paduka Devi returning to Ayodhya, Paduka Devi made Bhudevi very happy. Very happy. What is there? Bhudevi would have been happier if Rama accepted Pattabhishekam so that she can ride on the shoulders of Rama. But when Rama refused to come back to Ayodhya and accept the throne and sent Padukas to Ayodhya, Paduka Devi made Bhudevi very, very happy, doubly happy. Can you justify?
Because the Lord Ramachandra's Padukas people touch the earth, Bhudevi.
No. Slight change. When Paduka Devi accepted to go back to Ayodhya, Bhudevi was doubly happy because if Rama had Pattabhishekam, Bhudevi would have been sitting and riding on the shoulders of Rama. But when Paduka Devi was given to Bharata and had Pattabhishekam, Bhudevi is extremely happy because the 2 feet of Lord Rama are touching her.
Yes, so much.
The 2 feet of Rama are touching Mother Earth. Mother Earth, which she prefers, not sitting on the shoulders of Rama, but holding on to the feet of Lord Rama. So Rama gave away his Padukas to Bharata. So Rama was walking barefoot. Rama was walking barefoot. So Bhudevi is doubly happy. If Rama accepted Pattabhishekam, she will only be riding on the shoulders of Bhagavan Sri Ramachandra. But when Bhagavan Ramachandra sent Padukas to be on the throne, and Bhagavan Ramachandra opted to stay back, Bhudevi was doubly happy because instead of sitting on his shoulders, Bhudevi is now clasping onto his feet, was holding on to his feet, and enjoying the Padasparsha every second. Paduka Devi made Bhudevi doubly happy. Therefore, when you show Paratantra, you yourself not only be glorified, but you will make others also very happy. Go ahead, Amma. The wonderful way Bhagavan Ramachandra Padukas are glorified by Mahatma Deshika. Okay, Ma, you can unmute your phones and ask a couple of questions if you have, Ma, quickly. Hello, any questions, sir? Ma, if you have no questions, I have to go upstairs, Ma. Today is Shravanam. Lord Srinivasa Abhishekam. Then Hanuman Vadamala, etc. Kalyanam. So if you have questions, please feel free, Ma. No questions? Yes, sir. No questions, anyone of you? All right.
No questions, Swami.
What's it, sir?
No questions, at least for me.
Narendra. See you all tomorrow.